It's a mystifying and magical experience brought to us by Acid Nerve and my latest new publishers that I'm really liking, Devolver Digital. They publish some good games. This was an old game, of course, because I never do anything really current once it's Walking Dead, because that would be really crazy, wouldn't it? Welcome, everybody. I'm LuckyJack20, and welcome to Titan Souls. Yeah, I've already beaten this game a few times. I'm just gonna do a new game. I will leave the I'll leave the truth on, because truth is something you unlock after beating the whole game. It lets me get to see translated text of the names of the people. Those are other hard challenge modes you can unlock for yourself. But I was gonna do truth mode. So, Titan Souls started off at a game jam or game jolt, whatever it is. The idea was it was like one chance or one shot. And later on, after this little indie game thing, it was built up and became Titan Souls, the game now that we were now seeing being published by Devolver Digital, by Acid Nerve. A lot of people describe this game has a lot of, the first fact that it has souls in it. Oh, X is how I, okay, I'm using a PS4 controller, but on PC games, it always reads it as an Xbox Live controller, or an Xbox 360, Xbox One, so I'm hitting X, but really I was hitting square there. And that is how I shoot my arrow. And I can aim around, and then after I fired it, if I hit the X button again, I can pull the arrow back towards me. And A is to roll. You cannot jump. And that's how it works. Because this arrow, you do not get any other arrows. This is the one arrow I get. That little glowy circle thing in there was a checkpoint. So if I die, I'll just come right back here. And let's go into our first boss, because that's the whole thing about this game. It's like the other thing people compare it to is Shadow of the Colossus, in that there's really not a lot to do in the overworld. It's just gaps in between. Hello there, Mr. Jiggly Jubbly. Hup, thank you. Sludge Heart, Heart of the Guardian. Yeah. So we have to fight this heart thingy first. Okay. And the whole thing is, I can die in one hit. Anything at all that happens, I can die in one hit. So it's helpful to not take hits. But, however, though the bosses... Oh, keep moving. Though the bosses have pretty weird defenses like this, the bosses also can die in one hit. So... Oh, geez, it's all making blood all around here. Get that... Oh, geez, nope, missed. Don't, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. Oh, geez, the slime slows me down if I run it as long, too. No, how did I miss that? It was point blank. Give me the arrow. Die! Thank you. I'll pull it back out of you. I get the souls that were contained within this Titan. I have the power. I'm not going to make that joke, sorry. Yeah, that's about it. Do that 18 more times, and you're solid. That is this game. It is... That's why this is probably going to be a very short series I do. I could probably... Maybe 1-2-parter at most, with fancy editing here like that. Let's do another one. But yeah, I can die in one hit, but the boss can also die in one hit once you get its weak point. Am I early? Ow! Okay. Don't stand too close to the brain freeze boss that literally crushes me under a block of ice. Stay further away from it, that way when it rolls after me all mad. But I did notice that its weight, not my weight, but that block's weight, was able to weigh down the switches to open up this fire thing. So I think I know what I gotta do once I, keep moving. I needed to go on top of one of the switches. It goes on a switch, and then I can fire an arrow, I'm thinking, because I can do like some Zelda. I can do something like Zelda, I fire the arrow through the fire. What am I saying? That's like, I've beaten this game. I know what I have to do. You have to fire the arrow while it's on fire. You have to shoot the arrow while it's on fire. Dang it. It'll melt the ice, and then I can stab at the gooey center that lies within this Cadbury egg. Why am I saying that? There. It's melted. Wait for it to land. It's up in the air. Wait. Done. So, some bosses are easier than others. A good chunk of them have secrets that can be found fairly decently. I'm going to be going for all 19 bosses. You technically, I think, only need to kill 10, I think, out of the 19, or maybe 12. Or you'll see what I mean. You don't have to kill. You do not have to kill all of the bosses, but I'm going to go for all the bosses because I do think the music, their designs, it's really nice. That's you know, they're the big stars of this game, not this weird little archer dude who's not at all like Wander from what are you? Oh, you're a cube. And it looks like after ow. What was that? Like 5 after 5 rotations it fires a giant laser beam, and it's called I beam, so I'm gonna assume its eye is the weak point. So yeah, that's what I mean. Its eye is shut until, like, the other thing that makes this game very challenging and addicting is usually your window, oh geez, move. Your window of opportunity to fire is like microscopic. There. Like right there. I just shot it in the eye just before it could close after firing that laser beam. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the other part where this game gets very difficult is you have one hit. You only have to hit it once, but sometimes that window of opportunity to actually do damage to it is... You need very good reflexes for this. And I could see people using a keyboard and mouse for this, but I, for something like this, prefer using controllers. I don't know. Me and Souls games, that's kind of what I do. I'm still trying to plan. I have a lot of it recorded, but I'm trying to figure out recording, you know, the Dark Souls series, starting from 1 and moving onwards, because I like that series. Anyway, wakey wakey! Alright, Goliath. Oh, he's got the, big hands. Very big hands. So we're going to have to try and not let that happen. But as you also notice, these circles light up around the checkpoint, just to give you a very quick look at, okay, how many bosses have you killed? And let's give this another shot. But, I remember seeing this game in an old magazine a long time ago. May have been Game Informer before I... Oh, I see it. I see the little goodie there. Ah, jeez. Hey. Give me the arrow back, thank you. Wait for it. Now! It's like, ah! I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, there we go. Goliath is no more. I'll take that, thank you. I'm going to try my best to give away little, like, you know, secrets and tricks to do that guy. Like, for him, you know, you have to just wait a little bit until he starts alternating the hands and then get in there close to hit his heart. That is a little trick for him. Some of them have tricks that even I don't even know. Okay, like right here. See how there's 4? See how there's little 4? So that means I would not have been allowed to go to the rest of the game until I killed all 4 of these. You know, these are like, this was your tutorial. Welcome to Titan Souls. I'm just gonna head on up now to the rest of this game. By the way, the sprite art is very pretty. It's not all sprite work, but I really love, like, the giant, like... Again, I totally see why people make the comparisons between this and Shadow of the Colossus meets Dark Souls. Is I can see, like, the vast, wide expanses of a map that has literally nothing in it besides more enemies. Okay, actually, looking at it, it looks like we have to fight... Maybe it's 16. Maybe you need to fight 16 boss. No, it can't be. 16 is... Okay, that's right, sorry. I think it is 10, because there are 16 bosses in this area. There's a 17th and an 18th one, and then 19th is if you defeat the final true boss, because there's a true final boss that is only seen if you kill all 16 bosses. So see right here, we need... Actually, wow, is it only 8? Or is it maybe that's an area? I think maybe it's only 8 and you have to defeat. In which case, wow, you only have to defeat 8 of these things? This game is easier than I thought. Well... You already heard me say we're going for all 16 of these suckers. Let's get to it. Some of them, as you... Again, the whole one-hit, one-kill thing... It's going to make it... Some of these bosses will be done in less than a minute or two. Because some of them are easier than others. Others, I have a distinct lack of interest in their well-being. That's the nicest way I can put it. Because I'm still trying to not cuss. I don't want to cuss. I like to be... somewhat PG, even if the games that I play are not. So we are going to the first area I like to start with, usually. a nice wintry, snowy realm to match the fact that I'm recording this in December, even though I think I probably... Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. For other people, I've been doing this, get the checkpoint. I've been doing this with a lot of people. I've been trying to explain this to a lot of people. Ooh, big footprints. Leading into this small little cave. Oh. I'm sure nothing bad will come of exploring this place. Wakey wakey. Yeti. He throws these snowballs and he rolls in his butt. Ow. His weakness is his pink baboon butt. He drops icicles after he rolls, and as you notice, he only faces away. He can only really face his butt away from you when he faces it perpendicular to the wall he just rolled into. Those snowballs do not damage you, but if they push you against a wall, they will crush you. So you can die from that. Not the snowballs themselves, but wait for it. No, missed it. Ow. Okay. Yeah, you may see this. I'm not going to try and show every death because some of these did take a bit of a toll, but yeah, I'm doing my best to just show you the good, juicy bits of this. Here we go. Okay, move. He's going to throw the snowballs. Perfect. Thank you for your wow, this seems weird. Sorry, Yeti. I'm sorry. I just had to take a moment of silence to look at this. And that is why it would be very awkward if if the Achilles heel was the Achilles colon. Wow, I am tired today if that's the best joke that came out of my mouth just then. I apologize sincerely. I'm used to... So yeah, I'll try and take this time a little bit to explain what's been happening, because I already tried to do this a little bit in a couple other videos I've been recording for this. Let me there's a pause menu, that doesn't really do much. Next boss is up here. I've been doing an internship. There's been a lot going on. This college is not a fun, easy thing. It's busy. It takes work. Wakey wakey. Hey, Stratus. Child in the mountain sky. Okay. Laser beam. Right there. His own laser beam, which creates these ice particles, if you stand in the right place, can do damage to his teeth, leaving him wide open. If he can just come up for a second. I need a little bit more of a clear shot than that. Come up. Perfect! Ah, I missed a little bit to the right. Okay. Let's try it again. Perfect. Thank you, Stratus. I love you. Thank you, honey. But yeah, so I've been doing an internship. College is... But again, as I already mentioned in one of the videos I've done already, I'm close to being done. I just have one more semester and I can have a bachelor's. I want to get a job. I am thinking of pursuing a master's, which may or may not take up more time. Maybe a night master, something I can work with. Real quick, you're going to see me doing this. For this next boss, to unlock him, we need fire, and there's only fire by the checkpoint, so I got to bring the fire with me. Fortunately, when you bring the arrow back when it's on fire, it doesn't damage you. But yeah, so I'm hoping once I can get a stable idea, a job, I can, structure and schedule. Get me out, thank you. Structure and schedule can really help me, and I can move forward with wanting to hang on, listen for that sound. Wait for it. Got it. Okay. And there, that giant ice block. I need to unfreeze that, melt it. I'm such a great scientist to call melting unfreezing. Couldn't even use the lesser used one, thaw. Okay. That gem looks pretty, doesn't it? And there is totally something in the water right now. A big something in the water. Yep. This is gonna be fun. Morning. Onyxia. So, what it does is it jumps 3 times, I think. Or it could be 2. Also, when I notice that physics, when I pull myself towards the arrow, it moves this platform. There's 2. I believe it's on the 3rd one. And also its weakness is its tail, so I have to get it just as it's diving down. And on the 3rd one, it'll charge up. If you're in the water when that happens, you're dead. So, let's see if I can get it to show its tail. Perfect! Wow, I actually don't usually get it like that in the first try. Usually takes me a couple more times, but yeah, that's it. Dodge, lead it to dive away from you so you can aim it, because you cannot fire while you're swimming. We're on a roll. We already knocked out 8 of these suckers. Sorry, so anyway, continuing, my bad. So, I'm hoping that structure and schedule will allow me to be able to set aside, I'll be able to plan the time that I want to be able to do these more, because I want to do this more. However, another thing to balance out is that, I've mentioned it numerous times, and I apologize if this is old news to people, but, I've been working with Jamesman the Reginald, or Jamesman Extreme as he goes by on DeviantArt, or not on YouTube. Jamesman Reginald on YouTube, Jamesman Extreme on YouTube. I am so tongue-tied today. You'll see him. I've been working with him, people like Earthquake, Hyper Voice Acting, Highly Princess Lita. I've been working with him to do a bunch of group commentaries, because it's fun. I like doing group commentaries. It's really enjoyable to have that ability to bounce off of people's commentaries. Not to say I still don't like doing this. This is still very fun. I've been enjoying today getting a chance to go back to doing this some more, but yeah. That poor guy lost his head. Just like I think I'm going to lose my head if I keep talking about my crappy life. It's not crappy. I mean, it compared to the wonderful adventures that I could be talking about in this game, I talk about my life. I'm sorry. It's fine. Wake up. I hate this boss. Frick, come on, let's not drag this out, dude. Really? There you go. Gold Cayenne, or whatever. He used to be a guardian, but I guess he got broken up, and now he's this thing. He's very difficult, I found, because he very rarely shows his back to you, which that is his weakness, the little exhaust pipe. And yeah, Luke Skywalker, I am not. So, and when you ever get too close to him, he'll do this. Ow! It's a really annoying fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat to you. This is, in my opinion, my least favorite boss out of the entire game. Because, like, the other ones, I know a strategy. With this guy, my arrow got stuck behind his freaking spike ball. Thank you. Did I get it? Thank you. With this guy, I don't have a strategy. Like, I have an idea of what I can do, but it doesn't always work. There! Wow. But let me tell you that now, that probably was after, like, at least 15 attempts. I do not like this boss, because the strategy doesn't always work. His AI is his movement is very tricky to foresee and find out, alright then, you know. So, yeah, I'm super glad that boss is done. So, no, sorry, I'm going all tongue-tied here. We're doing pretty good, though. I want to say we're already... we're not over halfway done, I don't think. Actually, no, there's 4. We are over halfway done. Cool. This guy is next. Roll Cayenne. Apparently he was made by Gold Cayenne for some reason, the big head dude. Not sure how you make something like this with spike balls for hands. And it's pretty... I mean, if you played... Also, he makes a fire trail, which is... Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez, oh, jeez. Don't get burned. Touch too much fire, you will burn. Nope, not yet. I mean, if you played Zelda, you can probably tell what is and what isn't. I got burned. You should probably, I mean, if you're not new to the Zelda series, you should be able to tell what a boss's weak point is by now. Like, you can look at something and be like, okay, I see what they're doing. Usually if it's an eye, you want to go for it. So, yeah. Some of the bosses do not have, oh jeez. Some of the bosses do not have, as easily marked weaknesses. Wait for it. Thank you. You gave me some nice movement there. I was able to work with that. Thank you, Roll Cayenne. You're a champ. And I appreciate that. Not as much as I appreciate these Titan Souls, though. Okay, I guess we can start talking a little bit about the lore, even though... again, it also has a bit of a Shadow of the Colossus vibe in that it looks like where we are is some, like, forbidden realm or something that we are going to because we want to learn more about the truth. And that's what truth mode gave us. We want to learn more about the truth of the world, what it is that makes it work. Behind this lava waterfall is the last boss of the Fire Realm. A cute little fire slug. Molcaine. Also created by Gol, I guess. Oh, jeez, right there. Okay, the trick you gotta do is, he ate up my arrow. But he spits out these bombs that when I... Ah, dang it. Okay, yeah. So to explain the pattern, that crystal is his weak point. When he sucks in air, if I shoot an arrow into him, I'll be able to control him because I can pull him towards me. And if I pull him if I pull him towards the bomb, he can blow up and then I can get a clear shot at the crystal since it's no longer protected by magma. That's really about it. If I follow that pattern, you know, that's all it really takes. So yeah, sometimes the weak point isn't immediately there, but again, I love this boss so much more than Goldcaine because I'm able to work with this pattern so much more and die. Thank you. And the Fire Realm is done. We're not done yet. We still got at least... I mean, technically looking at it, I think we're already done. My eyes look a little bit darker now for some reason. Like, they have like a little cross pattern to them now. I'm sure it's probably... I'm sure it's probably nothing. I mean, I played Shadow of the Colossus... Oh, wait. Shadow of the Colossus totally had something bad happen. Well, then crap. We may be screwed, but we're not going to be screwed until the next part. So yeah, I'm going to probably call it here for now. The next part, yeah, I'm already halfway done with this game. I'll probably be able to beat the rest of them in the next part. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.